Paul Bowen was co-founder of Britain's Royal International Air Tattoo. It's the world's biggest military air show with up to 500 aircraft taking part.
Oh, this is one of the best air shows, or the best, really, because there's continuous action, just one after another. It's really wonderful.
It's hands down the largest military air show in the world. The fans are spectacular.
It all started back in 1971 when two young air traffic controllers organised a charity display at a small airfield near London. Paul and his friend Tim Prince sometimes ignored protocol to bring in top acts from overseas, and it paid off.
One memory of suggesting that we went to the Austrian Air Force, and everyone in the Ministry of Defence said, no, that's a total waste of time. They've got 30 aeroplanes and they've never left Austria. We wrote the letter, and we had a lovely letter back that said, yes, we'd love to come. Nobody's ever invited us to anything.
The show moved to Greenham Common and later to Fairford, both operational bases for the United States Air Force in Europe. The air tattoo attracts huge crowds who often see unique formations. Here, Britain's Red Arrows fly with America's F-117 stealth fighter. Air crews from more than 30 air arms gather to share their experience in an atmosphere of friendship and cooperation. It's Bowen's vision which has made all this possible.
He had this great sparkle. He just had a passion for aviation. And of course he was talking to aviators, and so it was a common language, and they saw him as a very important man, and he did achieve great things.
Some of Bowen's proudest moments came at the end of the Cold War, when aircraft from Russia and Eastern Europe appeared at the show for the first time. A few years earlier, it would have been unthinkable for such types to land at a NATO airbase.
Having the Russian maritime bear parking up alongside a B-52 and a B-1, and to see Paul's face, having achieved this great bringing together of the past enemies, and then see him in front of all these aircrew having a good time, talking about when they met each other over the North Atlantic or whatever, was really rather wonderful.
Bowen's many contacts included military chiefs of staff and legendary aviators such as the wartime ace Douglas Bader, who flew with artificial legs. It was in Bader's memory that Bowen helped to set up the Tattoo's Flying Scholarships. The scheme helps disabled people to learn to fly. For many years, the event has received royal patronage with visitors like Prince Philip, Prince Faisal of Jordan, and his father, the late King Hussein. Earlier this year, Queen Elizabeth attended to inspect a guard of honour on the 90th anniversary of Britain's Royal Air Force. But Bowen sadly could not be there. In 2004, he died from cancer at the age of 57. His legacy is the show he built up over more than 30 years, and which remains at the leading edge of military aviation. In recognition of his great achievements, the ICAS Foundation tonight welcomes Paul Bowen into the Airshow Hall of Fame.